Yeah, here we go. Remind me to check the Moondweller's ST thing when we're done, by the way. Here we are at the Grand Christmas. Here's Altair. In regards to the unknowns at the North Pole, have a joint force of the Far East, Northern Europe and North American Federation squadrons start the assault. The Gaia Sabres will also participate. The Air Christmas and the Alpha Sabres will head for the Beaufort Sea from the Bering Strait. Yes, sir. As for the Gamma Sabres, Albero Est, head for the North Pole from Greenland alongside Iguus. Roger. And then Igretta. Are those the only people participating? You still can't get in touch with the Beta or Omega Sabres? Yes, because they're in space. Omega? So there are other Sabres besides us? Command, and there's Kaoru Tomine. Commander Altair, as for the Delta Sabres, shall I continue to pursue the Steel Dragons with Jinrai? No, the Delta Sabres will remain on standby at Grand Christmas. As you say, Commander, if you're afraid the same thing will happen as before, then what we need to focus on now is expelling the threats from outside the Earth sphere and restoring sunlight. If we can win the hearts of the populace through a victory here, then there'll be less people who are suspicious of us. And then Igretta, we couldn't protect the President, but we need to prove that we can still protect the Earth. And then Lee, shut your mouth, Igretta Uno! Huh, fine. Let's just say there's been setbacks. That's why we have the Canis and Air Christmas. Please, lend them your power. Alright! Commander, if by some chance we encounter the Steel Dragons en route to the North Pole, what should we do? Attempt to capture them. The most important targets are the Retech mechs. Their machines could be useful in fighting the unknowns. Yes, sir. If you judge requisition impossible, or find there'll be a nuisance in our assault of the North Pole, then don't pursue them. Their time will come. And then he goes, I mean, I'd rather be fighting them than the unknowns. My Jinrai exists only to defeat Double G. I know that you have some history with the Steel Dragons, but for the sake of our plans, do your best to acquire their machines while damaging them as little as possible. And then, Albero, does that include the Center Project machines? You have to take that up with Professor Zapad. Trust that man as far as I can throw him. Moreover, I'm just being used. In any case, it's just a matter of time before Hugo learns the truth. And then, Air Christmas, Alpha Sabres and Gamma Sabres are to launch as soon as the preparations are complete. That is all. He's such a... friggin' Kaoru is like the most evil looking old dude. Like, he's got a fucked up blue bit in his hair. And then, Aqua, are you serious? Yep, I'm leaving the Hiryu Kai. I already made up my mind. I'm going to talk to Captain Lafina and Major Gilliam right now. Without even talking to me? This isn't just your problem. No, it is my problem. You're staying here. What? You saying I'd slow you down? I'm sure you've realised this but now, but I've got my destiny twisted up with Metal Zapads. It's not something you want to get involved with. Listen, Aqua, get yourself out of the Center Project. If you ask your father, you can spring something, right? You looked into my family? Yep. Senator Taylor Centrum, an owner of Centrum Express. I thought it was just a common name, but you're actually his daughter. I thought you just had the name in common, rather than it was a common name. And then, Aqua, his daughter is a traitor. Right now, my father is fighting his own battles. Whatever the case, you don't need to concern yourself with me anymore. Alright? Poor Aqua. And then Lavina. I see, so the Sympathia... Yep, seems like the Milleresse named Glackies warned Josh, albeit inadvertently. Can we believe those words? I can't say. All I know is when I used the Sympathia, I heard her voice. In any case, we can say that the machines carry a very important tool. Captain Lafina, there's something I want to suggest. What is it? In order to acquire new information about the dimensional barrier, we should accept Jacob's request and head towards the North Pole. Major Gilliam, you were going to the North Pole even if you had to go alone, right? You made Lieutenant excel and worry. It's not just your problem, and the Sympathia could become the key to unlocking the mystery of the Ruiner, or it could even be the key to opening the dimensional barrier. You were thinking that too, right? Not really. Right now, the Earth is completely engulfed in this fight. If there's even a small chance that we can stop it, we have to look into it. Josh, will you please cooperate? No, it should be me asking you. I'm sorry I troubled you. Then after we drop the civilians off in Mexico, we'll head to the North Pole. Major Gilliam, do you have any data regarding the course of the Federations and the Gaia Sabres are heading to the North Pole on? I'll look into it. And then the mess hall, here's Toma. Wow, this ship's really big. If I entered another section, I'd totally get lost. And he's got well, it's designed to be big enough to fit a bunch of giant super robots like the Company Kaiser. But even though it's so big, there's so few crew members. And then Tsuku, most of the ship's functions are automatic. There's even fewer people than, say, an aircraft carrier. And then Bullet, since I've been practicing with you, Major Zenga, I feel more energetic. Indeed, it is times like these when you can't miss your scheduled training. Is that the pilot of the Daizengar? That's right, Major Zengar Zonvo, our boss. Major Zengar? My name's Toma Kano. You saved me twice now. I needed to give you my thanks. You're the civilian from Commodore Island. Yep. You said twice. When was the first time? And then Koda, Toma was captured by the Shura General Magnus at Hakodate. Odd coincidence. That's right, there must be a reason for this. Yeah, dude, it's your main character. And then Lafina, I see, so that's the situation. Yep. Does Lieutenant Aqua or anyone else know? No, but I did explain the situation to Major Kai. I decided it after I found the bug in the TE absorber. It's very likely Mital Zapad is plotting something, not just against me, but against all of the aggressors. And the Steel Dragons as well. If he's really part of the Gaia Sabers, then it's even more likely. If this goes well, I may be able to find some kind of clue towards uncovering the truth. And then Gilliam, but he probably knows what you're planning. It'll be extremely dangerous. I know that. That's why I want to leave the Steel Dragons, so you don't have to be involved. Well, I don't want to lose the firepower you bring to our forces, especially in the situation we're in. Considering your situation, I can't disagree. I will allow you to lead to the ship. And then Gilliam, my subordinates are currently collecting information about the Center project. They'll support you, and give you a rendezvous point. Thanks for your support. To prevent people from worrying too much, I'm going to say you're on a special mission from Major Gilliam. But, is it okay to tell Aqua the truth? Sure, the only person who Mattel was using was me. And then elsewhere. Looks like you're leaving the Hiryu. It's not like I'm running away. I know that. If you were feeling guilty about something, you just scoot without getting permission. Is this related to that bug you found? No. Then, what? It's got nothing to do with you. It's a problem I have to deal with myself. Huh? Josh, don't look too hard into it. You'll become like me. And then he storms off because Hugo sucks. Lieutenant Hugo? You're late, Hugo. He's close. What are you doing? Obvious, isn't it? I'm getting in the TE absorber. I said you didn't need to come with me. I want to know the truth behind the project. If you're running into enemies on the way here, who's going to operate the DFC? At the very least, let me go with you till you meet up with Gilliam's people. Whatever you want. It's exactly what I plan on doing. And then we've got Revenge of the Traitor, or like the Two-Faced Revenger, or whatever. Captain, we've risen above the water. Be ready for anything. As soon as Lieutenant Hugo and Aqua leave the ship, submerge again. But readings on the ESM. High energy readings coming from 2 o'clock. We get shut up. The Gaia Sabers! It's their flagship. What should we do, Captain? Look at their deployed units. If they really wanted to hit us, we'd be dead. They're trying to capture our machines. Certainly willing to use force. After all, they're the good guys in this situation. I understand. All hands, level 1 battle stations. We'll use a TD burst from our current position. Lay in an escape course on the battlegrounds. Prepare for overboost. After all units are deployed, defend the air around the ship. However, do not attack until I give the order. Emphasizing escape then. Wise judgment. Let's get these shitty sea boys out of the sea, shall we? Hugo, damn it, the Gaia Saber's sharp now, this timing. Hugo, what are we gonna do? Is this a sign? And here's a Greta. They came! Though it doesn't look like Ing or Bronzo 28 are there. Zenga Zombol. Finally meet again. Commander spoke of hypotheticals, but we ran into them pretty quickly. Must be fate. Alpha 1, I'm opening a channel to the Hiryu. Do not attack until I instruct you. In order to conserve our strength? Pointless. You and I alone are more than enough to take them on. I'll repeat, until I instruct you, do not attack. Guess there's no point in hiding who they're up against. Captain, the Air Christmas is hailing us. Patch them through. Hiryu Kai of the Steel Dragons, this is Captain Carly Newman of the Gaia Sabers flagship, Air Christmas. And it's... That man is... That's Captain Lee Lin-jun! Yeah, I'd recognize him anywhere. Who's this Lee fella? He's the captain of the Shirogane, but he betrayed the Federation and worked with Shadow Mirror and the inspectors. Well, why is a guy like that in the Gaia Sabers? Guessing that's what Zlafina's asking right now. We've been authorized to use force on you, as you are traitors to the Federation government. Quickly throw down your arms and surrender. If you refuse, we'll open fire. Shouldn't we be focusing on the dimensional barrier covering the Earth and repelling the Ruiner who are indiscriminately killing people? Don't change the subject. You're criminals, you killed the President. Then I'll ask you, why did the President launch at that moment? Directly in our flight path. There was an arch-in, but more than that. If the President was going to escape, why wouldn't he have done so sooner? If you had just complied with Commander Alter's orders, that wouldn't have happened. The Gaia Sabers have no authority to issue orders to the Federation. We were simply following proper procedures and going to the place we were supposed to go. We were requested to give our report directly to the President, and even though the President was on the ship, Commander Alter refused to let us speak with him. So if the President himself had ordered you to comply, you would have? That is my duty, but instead you opened fire, without even caring about the abnormal situation at the South Pole. Like the Fina just fucking... She's so good at her job. What are you trying to say? Commander Alter's goal was to kill the President and frame us for the assassination. Am I right? You think it's some sort of plot? That's a serious accusation. Think about it. Your forces were set up to funnel us into a single escape route, and then suddenly an arch-in appeared in front of us. If you were the guests, you would have sent a single weak reconnaissance unit out there. Are you saying we put them there? The arch-in have shown up back in the DC war. It's possible it's captured and put to a different use. You have no proof. Pure speculation. Sounds like you made it up. So you're saying that people believe the story that you made up and published instead? Sophistry. No matter what you say, it's a fact that you killed the President. Yes, we danced to your tune, but considering the other suspicious facets of the Gaia Sabers, can you really say that you're the sword that protect the world, or are you just power-hungry usurpers hiding behind the mask of justice? We're trying to bring the truth to light, even if we're labelled traitors. After we do that, we'll take any punishment we deserve. Very sure of yourselves? We want to limit your losses, so if you take my advice and surrender... And then Greta, wasting your time. Blammo, blammo. They're attacking us! Alpha 1, Kisama, you... You have as much of a grudge against them as I do. We've been waiting for this moment. Plan on disobeying my orders? We were going to settle the score with the Steel Dragons one day. If we get rid of them here, Alter won't complain. As long as we get the retech machines. Remember the main mission. Well, why didn't you just ignore them? Wouldn't it be better to just hurry to the North Pole? I mean, I get it. You can just say that I did this on my own. What? Who the heck are... My name's Igreta Uno, but I guess you would know me as Igret Uruz. Igret Uruz? So, he survived. That's right, though I wouldn't have survived if not for being cryogenically frozen. Seems like there's more than one old face in the crowd. Lee and him are claiming to be protectors of the Earth. I've got some fucking issues with their branding. The Gaia Sabers are even more suspicious than Ariel said. They messed up by showing who they were. If we bring this to light, the Gaia Sabers will... What are you talking about? We're the good guys now. People would rather listen to the Sabers than some criminal scum. But if we show them what you've done in the past, who cares about that? You've got people in your group who used to be part of the DC or Colony Rebels, who fought the Federation in the past. And those people are now fighting for you. Why? Got results. We'll purge the rebels, repel the invaders, and protect the Earth. Then there'll be no one behind the mask, or it'll be meaningless to even ask. Meaningless? The tables have turned. We're the ones protecting peace now, not you. That's not why you're doing this. Yeah, you're true. You shattered my pride as one of the originators, as one of the machinery children. Especially you, Zengar Zombolt. I dreamed about your slow and painful death time and again while I was asleep. Then I shall send you back to hell so you can continue to dream. I'll get revenge for what happened last time. Exo, how long until we're ready to leave the area? 5 more minutes. And send a message to all units. We're going to escape the area in 5 minutes. Your main goal is to protect the ship and secure an acceleration path. Returning fire? I'll allow it. They attacked first. Even if we didn't return fire, the fact wouldn't ever see the light of day. What about Lieutenant Hugo and Aqua? Up to their judgment. What are we going to do, Hugo? It's possible if I contact Metal, things will get even worse for the Steel Dragons. As for the medicine, we just have to hold out to the very end. Aqua, we're fighting too. Hugo? May have been suckered by Metal before, but we won't fall for that again. Understood. I'm pretty fed up with the Gaia Sabers too. Alpha 1 to all units. Capture the retake machines and the other designated units without destroying them. I don't care about the rest. And you just gotta blow them up. And we'll cover the machinery children. They're jerks. The machinery children are all clones of Arado, because he's an impeccable physical specimen. But then, like, genetically modified to be even better and rowdier and gooder. But they all shitheads. They're all incredibly unstable jerks because cyber new types, right? Like, that's just how that fucking works. When you make an artificial being, they're generally pretty loopy. And there's this thing which is like a weird, like it's like a canis, but it's got like a big weird bat head and the big wings. But like the silhouette is like very similar, other than the big ears, to Setsuko's thing, the Virgola, in my opinion. But yeah, there was 3 of them, and they were the worst dudes. Like the whole fucking game of OG2, and I hate them because they always run away. And they have 1 million health and 1 million health regen, and it just fucking, it sucks. It's just the worst shit. Form of a plane. Cruise mode. Sonic Driver. Like, Lee is a in OG2, Lee was a super arrogant shithead dude who's like, huh, if they've laid why would they lay a trap for us? You guys are all garbage. If there was a trap, I'm too good to fall for it. And then it turned out that both of those things were not true, and 1, we're amazing, and 2, he is stupid enough to fall for a thing. There you go, Anna. Damn. Good luck resetting your sleep schedule, because that's the worst. Gaia Saber's firepower. Is that all you got? But yeah, him surviving was in addition to like, it might be in OGs. I know it's in the anime where, like, after they blow up all the machinery children, right at the end there's Egret. He's like, yes, my one last boy, my beautiful baby. You will survive. Yeah, the machine children are all real rowdy, super smart, super tough, super strong, excellent pilot dudes. But they're also all jerks. Like, they had Arado, and Agiha, the old lady, was like, yeah, emotions and spiritual resolve, and that's really important. And Egret Fef was like, nah, that's bullshit, and to prove it, I'm gonna take your dude and then make him better, and I'll prove that that's the goodest shit. But actually, it wasn't. It was bad. just get fucked in because he sucks. Actually, I can't believe that because he sucks. Hi, Plasma Cutter.
Damn
it! Guys, you guys are trash. Atare! Just leave with a little gun. Kill him. You're so cool. And beautiful. And handsome. This is training, which is double pilot points on your next set of bops. Prominence.
ガイアセイバーズの実力はその程度なのかしら。ガイアセイバーズ、あなたたちでは私を止められなくてよ。
Okay, so it was all you.
油断は命取りになるわ。了解。07スタンバイ。プロミネンスファイヤ
ー. Nice work. Sword breaker. Definitely don't need to do that. Neo Chakram Shooter. Shoulder prep. Okay, now that you do have to use. Here comes the flying dude.
ー。私に手出ししたことを後悔させてあげる。この武器に資格はなくてよ。行きなさい、ソードブレイカー。
High spec radar. Oh yeah, immature big boat.
ガイアセイバーズの力を知らしめるのだ。イーアムランチャー、撃て。
Yeah, launcher. Anti-air missile launcher. Launch fire.
出直してきたまえ。
Them open source funnel, hell yeah!
射撃は苦手なんだから飛べの頃言ってやれんかのごとく
Zenga arrives.
さあ
Yes, land. Save our juice, because we're going to stand here anyway. Look at this fucking dude. You actually cannot fucking hit him at all. He's gross. I hate him. I hate eager editing. Let's look at his fucking numbers. Oh yeah, just a casual 249 evasion and 140 mobility on his robot. Like, fucking hell. S rank in the sky do so it's even better. Ugh, I hate him. Absolutely, just... ugh, he's the worst.
もう少しやると思っていたけどね。逃がさないよ。レベル2ピックアップ。
Level 2 pick up.
W モード。
See, and then his gun
カバー。
even does the carver, yeah, and then he calls it carver active. Level 3 pick up, see? Like, it's gotta be a Setsuko thing,
それは
right?
終焉を意味する。
It's probably after,
もう一撃といったところか
because it's based on the Burgle-mir, right? Halberd launcher. What's your fucking problem, Iris, other than your trash?
Gaia Sabers! あんたたちには負けない！やり方を認めるわけにはいかない！ガイアセイバーズの実力はその程度なのかしら。
よし。よし。 I really want to fucking kill this dude, but it's basically impossible. See, Andy's on a fucking... Like, he shouldn't be getting those bonuses. Because he's in the sky. But you never know. And he gets the command bonus from this shithead. Ugh. I hate him so much. So you've got the anti-air missile launcher, the big beam cannon, regular cannon, and then the fir tree blade, which I don't think he will ever do. Like, we'll never see that move until like way later. And we still haven't done his big cannon move, so let's do the big cannon move. Show us your big move, Yuki. Yuki Jagger.
ガイアセーバーズの好きにはやらせない。
Oh, it's the big gun. Amen. Shot, pistol, anything. Can't be stopped. Yuki is freaking bad, it's so good. Next time I do Moon Dwellers, I'm gonna put friggin' Tina in it. It'll be her and Shooty GameCube. They can have a good time. Yeah, get out of the sea, you jokers, even though you're better in the sea. Okay, she's better on land than your equal. Okay, yeah, so he's Jagnan. Yuki Jagnan. Line Lock Launcher. Graviton Launcher.
ガイアセーバーズの好きにはやらせない。
体制側にいるだけに始末が悪い。
お願い、アルスノーバ。出発や別
Gets in a little sled.
軸合わせ。ドッキング。ランドゥ。発射。ファックロック。ラインロックランチャー。いっけー。
Blammo. You just land, dude? Drive. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, let's start with excelling.
クスタンランチャーと使い勝手は同じなのよね。
彩られている。
ハウリングランチャー行ってみましょうか。
そして撃てとどめ砕け散れ小生の彼方で。
You gotta fly over here. Howling launcher.
クスタンランチャーと使い勝手は同じなのよね。ハウリングランチャー
Ow!
そして撃てとどめよ。砕け散れ小生の彼方で。
Holy shit, Rat, so you just actually murdered both those dudes, just straight up. Alright. Time to get fucking rowdy on this guy, because I hate him. No one has a tune? Okay, well she's not gonna fucking hit him then, is she? But that's fine. They're W series. No, they're mass-produced machinery children. These shitty little jokers. Very exciting to get fucking blown up.
あの子意外に根に持つタイプだったのね。
今こそ我らの力を見せるとき。
暴れまくり幽霊ちゃん行ってみましょうか。
こちらの手は読ま
Time
せ
for
る。
us to try our best.
パターンを変える。友よ、今が駆け抜けるとき。
Like, they have the Arado outfit on, and then just that big stupid face mask. Mass-produced, lobotomized machinery children. 1 million shitty Arados. Infinite garbage boys. Yeah. Oh.
さすがだと言っておこうか。
As expected of you. Oh good. She hit. Oh, okay, we just beat the shit out of that dude enough to make the thing happen. We did it. Okay, if Zengar fought Agreda, then it's I know I cut you down at the Earth Cradle. You did, and it took a long time before I could revive. My hatred for you knows no bounds. It's your turn to be cut down. Die in disgrace, just like a traitor deserves. Josh versus him. Agreda says that machine could be the key to this whole puzzle. I was like, what's he planning? And Hugo versus Agreda. Hugo's like, could I have been responsible for part of that plot? But we beat him up. And then Sean says, Captain, preparations are complete. Send out the order for all units to return. Prep the EA to escape from the battle area. Dragon 2 to all units, we're escaping. Units close to the ship and fast units, hurry to the ship. The rest of you should escape on your own. About face! Yeah, like, now, 110, 180 degrees. Wink. Yada yada, oh my. EA release. Over boost. Huh. They got out of here quick. Alpha 1, there's no need for us to pursue. We're returning to our actual mission. Okay, I guess. I'll listen to your orders. I suppose. We trained every single one of them wrong. No, these ones they did good. Never would have thought that Captain Lee and Igor Uras were alive. Much less in the Gaia Sabers. Huh? Captain Lee? What do you mean? Captain, did you not realize it? Carl Lee Newman of the Air Christmas is the same person as Lee Linjun. Really? I bet he's wondering how our captain saw right through him right now. In any case, I've now got more suspicions about the Gaia Sabers than ever before. Like how Altair was able to appoint his underlings when they should have gone through investigations at the Federation level. I don't think they'd be able to hide their entire past with just a mask or an alias. Like, Ratzel changing subject before it gets onto him and is like, hey! You don't know this dude's Elzum either? But, Zengar, yes. They used to be the president's subordinates, and it's possible their pasts were covered up. He had the ability to do it. No. For people who doubted the Gaia Sabers, their affiliation would be a starting point for investigating the entire organization. So, he just picked the strongest people, right? Rather than being kicked in the shins, there's got to be a lot of people who just join up with the winning team. And later, even if there's a political investigation, how can I put this? It's like someone set up a joke, but there's no punchline. What do you mean? It's like they're trying to start something, or a stepping stone to something else. So they make up a villain and use them to get ahead? If I were in charge, I'd make it a lot simpler. There's no need for all this soap opera shit. You have a point. Seems like they're consciously trying to make a ruckus. In any case, we'll make a stop at the coast to let the civilians off and head to the North Pole. Roger. Captain Lafina, could I have a word? Of course. Let's go to the captain's room. So, you're not leaving the ship? Yeah, I've decided it'd be dangerous to meet with Mittal at this time. That's true enough. There are people in the Gaia Sabers like Greta who view us as entirely as their enemies. Even if I'm playing right into his hand, I can't risk showing him I know what's happening. At least not until we get rid of the dimensional barrier. And your condition? I'll do what I can. I don't plan on letting it end like this. And then he comes outside. Aqua? Yeah, I've got something I want to say to you. Aqua, what level is the SL battle management set to in the TE absorber? Huh? It's at 2. Then I'm going to try and take it to 4. I take it you have a reason? The battles will get tougher from here on out. There'll be a time when you've got to pilot the TE absorber yourself. Be ready for that. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. And what did you want to say to me? It's nothing. See you in the simulator.